Canada become the second nation to be eliminated from this year's World Cup in Qatar, of course. Who's going to go through, though? Over in Group F, we're going to take a look at it, all of it next. That's right, folks. Bumps Game on my review video today. We're taking a look at the two games that took place over in Group F. That's right, in Qatar 2022. Of course, Canada, though, are eliminated. They join their hosts out the exit door with, of course, one game remaining. We'll take a look at all of it in a second. Of course, if you're new, where you been? Smash your subscribe button back. All things Rovers related, bloody keeping up with Qatar related. Well, football itself related. We got to know here, boys. Under one Ruski. Of course, Morocco, though, put a right little barnstormer in, of course, sitting in the top two spots heading into the final day. Who's going to, of course, go through? Who's going to go home? We'll take a look. Of course, in a second, a big shout out to the VIPs. They are the patrons, of course. But anyway, let's get into it. All right, then, let's take a look at what I'm talking about. Talking about this, that's right. Of course, we're going to start with the first game. It was over in Group F. Of course, it was, it's actually the second game of the day. But Belgium against Morocco. Belgium have just come in here to the World Cup and been ranked number 2 in the world, but of course have failed to really deliver. They are still in an okay spot to qualify, as they'll take on Croatia, pretty much with a straight shootout for them to get through to knockout stages, of course. But they lost this one 2-0 in the end. But they had all the gear, but just no idea. And of course, Morocco just took advantage of their 33% possession to take all 3 points and command at the moment of one of those top 2 spots. Of course, 2 goals in the end from Sace, 73rd minute, and then of course Zaka Abukala with of course an extra one in their stoppage time to put the game to bed, really. Morocco were just too powerful, too clinical in the end, with Belgium having a lot of the possession but just not really creating killer passes. Of course, they do still have the 3 points from the first game against Canada, but of course right now they do need to win against Croatia in what will be a feisty little game, and hopefully we could see the best of Belgium and also the best of Croatia. But right now Morocco will go up against Canada with a win to put them into the knockout station, potentially as group winners, which would give them a right old a chance to make deep moves or deep strides in the knockout stages. 14 free kicks though for Belgium, just 9 for Morocco, 10 shots apiece, but of course Morocco were more clinical with those. Let's remind ourselves of the teams then. Of course, the celebrity brand that is, of course, Belgium. Courtois between sticks for Tongan, Alderweireld with Castagna at left back, Meunier at right back, Witsel, Onana, Hazard, his brother Torgan Hazard, Kevin De Bruyne, Mitrovic, Bashui. They even threw Lukaku on from the bench here as desperation got to Martinez in the end. Let's take a look at it. Of course, Tillman's coming on there, which was a surprise that he didn't even start. De Catale, of course, one of the youngsters coming through the ranks on the books of AC Milan, or Bologna there, Bologna, of course. Then Leonardo Trossard's been on ace form for Brighton. Romelu Lukaku, of course, nursing some injuries. Dries Mertens was even thrown on. It was desperation times by Martinez, of course. But Morocco coming at you with Meunier between sticks. Bono was pulled for whatever reason at the last second there. Aguard, Sace, Mazraoui and Hakimi, they're very, very good fullbacks for Morocco, and they put themselves in a really good spot to really go deep here. Amrabat, of course, the midfield alongside Unani, Amala, Boufal, Ziyech and Nesri up top, of course on the books of Sevilla these days. And of course the substitutions coming on here. Yamanik, of course, Ala, Zabri, Ukbukalu with the goal, of course, and Hamadallah as well. Yeah, Bono, I don't know what the deal with that, with the goalkeeper scenarios. I missed that start of the match, but ultimately not great for them indeed. As you see, of course, the man of the match ratings for Belgium, of course, the standard was Vertonghen at the back, it was 7.0. As for Morocco, we're looking at Romain Sace with an 8, goalkeeper with a 7.4, and Ziyech and Hakimi with a 7.5. Now, Ziyech, well, I think he had the ball in the net with a free kick early doors. It was structured off for offside, and then pretty much the carbon copy of the opening goal, really. Another free kick, caused chaos in the box, and bumbled home in the end. And the second goal was a bullet strike into the top bins to put the game to bed and put Morocco on the brink of qualification. Of course, you can see the timeline there and the graphics of the heat map. This is where Belgium's problem is, the possession. I see it all the time for Rovers. A negative or defensive possession. You have all the possession, but you're not making it count. You're keeping it in that defensive third, and you're not moving forward. You're not optimising that attacking third. There's no point having all the possession here and not going forward. As for Morocco, keeper was very, very busy, but of course they spread the possession out far and wide. None the same. Now, if I get a reaction from my Belgian representative or Moroccan representative. It should be right about here, but of course I'm not too sure if I did. But kicking on forward, let's take a look at the other game. It was Canada's, not farewell, but pretty much they're out. They're out. They can't make a head or tail of this, despite going in the front on the second minute. Alphonso Davies with a breakaway goal, electric pace. To put Canada in front. So fair play to them. Of course, that he'll go down the record, but I think they were a first goal in their history, but unfortunately they are out, despite playing really good football against the Belgians. They played a good football until Croatia got themselves right back in it, and then it all kind of went south big time for Canada. And of course, losing 4-1 is a bit of a tough one to take, but Croatia looking good right now. Turned it on, unbeaten so far. Of course, with that draw against Morocco, looks like a massive point now. With the 12th man of the Moroccan fans in the stands. But Croatia just passed it. They played to their strengths. Canada were very high tempo, high press, and of course ran their little socks off, but unfortunately could not break them down. 52% possession for Canada, 48% possession for Croatia. 13 shots from Croatia, 4 of them in the back of the net. 8 shots for Canada. That was the killer thing, is that it just couldn't find that end product there. And of course, I'm happy for Alphonso Davies. He should have got the penalty against Belgium, of course, and that could have made things a little bit different for them heading into this final game. And now a dead rubber against Morocco. It's a dead rubber for them. Morocco, of course, have got plans to make it to the knockouts. But 13 free kicks for Canada. So they just didn't take care of those set pieces they had, the limited set pieces they had anyway, in regards to corners. Take a look at the lineups then, shall we? Of course, start with Croatia. Linkovic between the sticks. We've got Gvardiol, Lovren, Sosa, Juranovic, Brozovic, Modric, Kovacic, Perisic, Kanovic, and Levadia as well. What about, of course, the opposition? Actually, the substitutes here. Lovren Major got himself a goal, of course, on the books of Rennes right now. Vlasic, Palisic, Orsic, and Petrovic coming on. As for the Canadians, of course, Brojan between the sticks. Miller, Victoria, Ladia, Alice, Johnston there, Hutchinson, Esteguaro, Buchanan, of course, Davies, David, and Larin up top. So we did see the likes of Junior Hoylett coming on there, Sama Kabuji, Kone, Osorio, and Lucas Cavallini, of course, but to little to no avail there. Of course, let's take a look at the man of the match ratings going in favour of Kanovic with a couple of goals, Perisic with 7.9, but Kovacic with an 8.1. Looking very, very good. As for the Canadians, the man of the match for them, it's very, very hit and miss. David with a 6.6. Estequado with a 6.6 as well. So the goalkeeper with a 6.8. And Camomile 6.7 there. So slim pickings, to be honest with you, at the back. And of course, you can see the heat maps again. Kind of preferring the right to the left, and of course the defensive left-hand side here. And of course, Croatia preferring pretty much all over the shop, really, and even breaking into that final third and giving Canada some food for thought. I don't think I got any word back from the Canadian, of course, based in actually Tunisia. But I did get some words from Croatia, so here they come, and of course, a bit more cheerful than the last time.
What a performance that was. Yeah, no. Oh my. I am absolutely... My head's been blown off. Yeah, so a quick summary. That goal, first goal, really poor from our defense. We didn't expect them to hit the front that quickly. Laren got the ball in the middle of the pitch. Guardiola didn't really close him down. He left him all that space, and then he passes to Buchanan. Buchanan wasn't closed down by Sosa or Perisic, was tracking back. Cross in. Juranovic doesn't see Davies coming. Davies hits it. So, yeah, not the greatest start, but we just showed that 2018 spirit. We showed that again. We get put down right at the start, like we did against Denmark, like we did against Russia, like we did against England, and we come back even harder. We hit them back that harder. First, Kramaric, such a gorgeous finish. It was just brilliant. Right next to the post, right where you need that shot to go. Unsavable. Then Levaya, probably Borja could have saved it, but he didn't. Great finish from Marco, who's playing at Hajduk in the HNL, a domestic league player. That you love to see a domestic league player score a goal for Croatia, especially at World Cup. And then Kramaric another goal, and then at the end Orsic very, very unselfishly passes it to Meyer to score his first ever goal for Croatia in a big tournament. So what a performance! The one of the key players today was Kovacic. Kovacic was very, very great and dribbling the ball, winning the ball, just and his passes in the final and his passes in the final four were amazing, which definitely helped us a lot. And another key player that is definitely Guardiol, who once again proves how good he is. Didn't put a foot wrong, except for that little mistake of letting him have that much space in the second minute. But it was the second minute. I think we can let that pass by. So amazing. I'm a Hrvatska.
So what's the state of play then over in the Group F? The Group F, not the Group of Death, but it is Group F. It is the Group of Death for Canada. They are out. They cannot catch Morocco or Croatia. Belgium, a draw will not do. A draw against Croatia will see Croatia go through, and it will see more than likely Morocco to go through, unless they get a heavy defeat against the Canadians. Of course, those will take place on Thursday, December the 1st. And of course, I think if we're going to watch one of the games, I'll do a watch song for one of them, it will be probably Croatia, Belgium, even though I did enjoy Canada, Morocco. Canada and Morocco have been entertaining, but I think really Croatia, Belgium will be the game to watch. But anyway, my friends, that is all I've got for you over in Group F. Make sure you smash your subscribe, smash your thumbs up, smash the little bell. Are you upset that Canada are out? I'm a little bit gutted. I thought I'd like to have seen them get to the knockout stages. They were entertaining in the first game, a little bit damp in the second half, of course, but the 2026 is where it's all about for Canada. Then the preparation for that begins today, and of course start to get those plans in motion. Until then, guys, subscribe, thumbs up, hit the little bell, and of course I'll see you soon for the next one.